Hey, my fire signs, if you are of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is your full moon in Cancer reading. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get right into your reading. As always, I have pre-shuffled and I have pre-drawn cards for you guys to see how this full moon's energy will affect you fire signs. And so I did pull 3 cards from my astro deck. Look like this full moon is starting to, I don't know. I didn't have this issue with the other elements, so I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get through this. So the 3 cards that I pulled from my astro deck, because we will be on Friday, be under 3 astrological energies, one of which will be under Cancer, because the full moon will be in Cancer. And the Cancer energy is about immerse. So we're going to see exactly in what area you guys will be immersed in terms of your focus. What would be going on energy-wise under this full moon for you guys? Then as we shift over to the second astrological energy, we come under the 4th house, because Cancer rules the 4th house, and it's about home. We're going to see how your home environment will be looking, what the vibe and what the energy will be surrounding your home life around this full moon starting Friday. And then over to the last astrological energy, we have the moon, because the moon rules Cancer, and it's about perception. We're going to tap in and see in what area will your fire signs will need to show perception in, or to be perceptive in. All right, so let's get started. So the first card that came out under immerse, in terms of when asked, in what area will the fire signs be immersed in, we got the Ace of Swords. So if you zoom in or you look very closely, this image, this energy here, this lady, it could be masculine as well, because there is no specific gender, so this could be masculine or feminine energy, but the energy here nonetheless is someone that is in their heads, in their thoughts. This came out, I believe, for the water signs or either the earth signs, but I got this card again, so it's popping up for you guys reading. And basically, it's like the same message that I got, or the same kind of energy that I got from this energy. Meaning is that some of you may be, during this time of this full moon, be a lot in your mind, overloading your mind with different things. And when we do that, that's not good, because it can drain us. When sometimes, even though it deals with the mind, the mental mind, and you say, well, you know, at least I'm not physically affected. But yes, eventually you can be physically affected, you know, because the brain can take on but so much, right? So why overload our mind with thoughts and things that is not necessary, you know, and it's constant, and you're not allowing yourself to just kind of just chill and just let things happen naturally. And when I looked at the bottom of the deck of this, you guys got your energy coming through, the 8 of Wands. So this is ultimately what you guys will be immersed in, and the 8 of Wands is your energy. Wands represents the fire signs. So the energy here is like coming in fast, because you guys are just like all over the place, scatterbrained, so to speak. Your mind is just overthinking, and it's so much that you can do. I just a few minutes ago mentioned that it's so much that you can take on, or so much that the brain can take on, right? So it calls for you to kind of slow down, because the speed at which you guys are overthinking things, it's not going to be to your best interest. And how do I know that? Is because underneath, to clarify that, you guys got the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is an energy of restlessness. But what did I say? When you might not think that the rest of your body will be affected. You say, oh, it's just my mind. No, eventually it's going to affect the physical, because this energy here is someone who's just like tapped out. They have no more energy. So all that energy that you was putting into your thoughts, it's eventually making you have sleepless nights, because the 10 of Swords is an energy that is restless. It's not getting enough sleep, because it's up perhaps thinking about things. What are you guys thinking about? You know, this is 2023. Unless it's endeavors, and even then, when it comes to your dreams and endeavors for 2023, Just focus on just one thing at a time. It doesn't mean that you have to, let go of your other dreams. It's just that you want to just focus on one thing at a time and let that, see that come to your reality. Then it's like, okay, checklist, that's off, that's done, now on to the next, right? Because you don't want to have sleepless nights. This year is about vitality. This year is about, really driving after. And because you fire signs, you are go-getters. And that's what is going to actually, it's going to work for you, and then it's not going to work for you. Because again, to have the spirit of being driven to go after what you want, that's awesome. But in the process of doing that, don't deplete yourself. Don't drain out yourself, because then what's going to happen with the rest of the year, right? So you are actually starting off as well very fired up, which is good, but slow down just a little bit, kind of just take things, don't be too hasty about it. Things is going to flow. This year is about positive blessings in every form and shape, and I feel that because of the hard work that we all have been doing. But for your fire signs, some of you might have really been, really kind of preparing for this year. So it's all good. But sometimes we have to kind of slow down and just take a deep breath and to just really focus on one thing at a time. And that's the message and the energy that I got when I saw the Ace of Swords, okay? So like I said, it's good, but then you just want to just make sure that you're not overthinking, because to overthink something or to overdo anything, it's not going to work out for us, because that means then it also is like an anxiousness. And sometimes when we are anxious about something, then when it doesn't turn out in the time that we want to, we get disappointed. So just as we have our goals written out, we have everything that we want to do, and we kind of, do it. Slow and steady wins the race. It doesn't mean you stop, no, because you fire signs. You ain't going to let that happen, right? But at the same time, it just means that, there has to be balance as well, even when it comes to our mind and how we think, right? I hope that makes sense. Now, let's shift over to the next astrological energy. We come to the 4th house of Cancer. How is it that the 4th house in Cancer, it rules the home? So how is it? What is going to be the vibe? How is your home life going to be under this full moon? Well, we got the 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles is not, I don't like to use negative. I would just say challenging, okay? Because we all have challenges in life, right? So this is going to be, I would say, an emotional period for some of you. Bear in mind, though, guys, that this is still a general, but it's a general for the collective fire signs. So take what resonates and leave the rest for your viewers, okay? So for some of you, you might be dealing with a loss, not a physical loss. When I say a loss, meaning I get the feeling I picked up, and when I pick up the clarifier, you understand, I get the feeling that some of you actually might have a child that's an adult, or that might be like 18, 19, that is about to leave off to college. I just get that feeling, but I get the feeling that you're going to feel alone. This might be happening right at the time of the full moon, so maybe like by that weekend, maybe that might be the last weekend that you see your child going off to college, or it could just be someone that perhaps have lived with you. It could be a family member and they are leaving and you're just saddened about it. But nonetheless, the 5 of Pentacles is like a loss in a sense, where it's just a matter of feeling alone and left out, because you're feeling like when it comes to a home environment, and this is why I feel it's more related, because Pentacles generally relates to a loss of money, finance. But because this energy is under the home, I feel that your home life, it's going to be affected by someone leaving the nest. And if it's your child, it's like they're leaving the nest, and you are really feeling very emotional about them leaving. You're not ready for this. It's like, I didn't see this coming, and you're beginning to kind of, get really emotional. So it's understandable, but, it comes a time that the kids, they have to they get a certain age and they reach over 18, and it's like, well, mom, dad, if it's not going to college, maybe, you know, they are just looking to want to just move out so they can start to now carve out their own life in the way that they feel is best for them. And the reason I feel that's because, to clarify this, or basically what was at the bottom of the deck was the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is to me an energy that is like young, like I said, a child, a young adult. And the Two Pentacles deals with decisions, or having made a decision, but maybe not sure. And maybe you are in fact maybe influencing this person or this family member's decision about leaving. Maybe you're trying to persuade them to stay a little bit, and maybe they are kind of up in arms as you see this energy here. They're kind of like undecided, like, I really want to make this move. You know, I think it's good for me. I want to be able to do what I want to do, have the friends that I want, and, you know, their decision, they're kind of weighing it. But at the same time, you kind of feel like, I think they're going to lean toward a decision that I'm hoping that they're not leaning toward. So that's what I think might be taking place for some of you around the home life. For others, it's just maybe that you might feel alone, especially now, you know, like after the holidays, maybe you had a lot of family over, and now everybody has left and gone back, and so now you're feeling alone. So under this full moon, you're just going to be like emotional. You're just going to just feel alone and kind of left out, and not knowing, you know, how to just readapt to now whatever else that you're looking to do. Okay, so like I said, that's some messages coming from that is for some of you. Now, shifting over to the last astrological energy, we have the moon, and it's about perception. So when asked, in what area will the fire signs need to be perceptive about, the card that came out was the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups to me is an energy about love. And what was at the bottom of the deck was the World card. So what do these energies mean when it comes to what it is you have to be perceptive about? Well, I think that some of you might have come out of a relationship from 2022. So some of you might be single at this time. And I think that when it comes to love and you wanting to get back out there again and open up your heart, you might be a bit hard-shelled. This kind of ties in with the spirit and the energy of Cancer. They are like the crab, right? They are represented by the crab. And the crab, we know, is hard on the outside, but inside they are squishy and sore. But some of you might, when it comes to love in general, you might be putting up some type of a wall, some type of a block when it comes to love. But because the World card is here, it shows me that some of you are not ready to open up toward love. But at the same time, it's saying that it's okay. You should open up. It's 2023, which means a new year, which brings new chapters, brings new beginnings, opportunities to be able to open up to what? Attract love, if in fact this is what you guys are yearning for, or perhaps what it is that you might hope to attract come this year, because maybe your love life, like I said, wasn't the best. Or maybe you guys have been single, and for some of you, this might be that you are ready to open up. So it comes to you discerning and being perceptive about now who it is that I'm ready to open up to. Maybe you guys are dating, and perhaps you are trying to figure out, you know, who's right for you, you know. But again, as long as you are open to love, know that the universe, you pray about it, you meditate about it, and know that the universe is going to help attract what it is and who it is that will be right for you, right? But the thing is, we don't want to chase, right? We never want to chase love, because when we chase love, then that's where we wind up not really getting what we really want at the very end, okay? And generally, it's like a waste of time, so to speak. So we never want to chase, and don't use your fire in that way, okay? Remember earlier I talked about being go-getters and having that fiery spirit. Well, this is an area that for some of you, if you are thinking and wanting to have love come to you, you want to not use the fire energy to chase after love. You want to kind of extinguish it for a moment to allow the universe to help ignite the right one for you moving ahead. I think that was well said. I think you get the picture. Okay, guys. So, and as well, to clarify those energies, as we close out, we got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is putting in the work. So basically, you can put in the work. And how do you put in the work to attract and draw love to you? Well, as I said, by praying, meditating, letting the universe, letting whoever your belief system is, letting them know, I am ready for love. I am ready. Please help me to attract that person that will connect with me, who would be right for me. So you put in the work first, and then you leave the rest for them to do. And once you do that, then you are letting the universe help align you with someone that will be suited for you for this year. All right, fire signs, I hope that this reading resonated with some of you. I know it's not going to resonate with each and every one of you, but if it did, send some electricity, send some of that fire to that thumbs like button to give me a like as appreciation. As well, if you have not subscribed to this channel, much appreciated, and then share with your friends and family. If you want, you could drop me a comment, but all that good stuff. So until we connect again, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful evening. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.